YouTube, what's going on? It's Juan Gotti here with another video, and in today's video, we have some more Washington news. Notice how I didn't say Redskins anymore. So without further ado, let's get straight into today's video. But before we do, make sure you guys go down below, leave a like on this video, subscribe if you're new, and turn on post notifications so you get notified when I upload a video about the NFL, or in this case, our Washington Redskins. And let's get straight into today's video. Hey you! Yeah you! The one that's about to watch this video. You didn't hear about it? I just launched my new Instagram, Juan Gotti Sports Network. Go ahead, go over there and give me a follow. It's free, and we cover anything DC sports related or anything sports related from all major sports, whether that's MLB, NHL, NBA, or NFL. I promise you won't regret it. We cover everything, whether you're a Knicks fan and you're a Giants fan, whether you're a Redskins fan. Although we are DC sports here as fans, we do cover every other sports league and every other sports team. So go ahead and give me a follow. I promise you won't regret it. Link in the description. Notice how I didn't use the intro either. Alright, let me stop playing. So as you can see by the title, the Washington Redskins, according to Redskins insider Jp Finley, or should I just say Washington now? Alright, I'm done. I'm sorry for all the people that wanted to keep the name. I'm sorry. It's not happening. So according to Redskins insider Jp Finley, he says, in the last few days, I've talked and texted with a bunch of people and around the NFL about the Redskins name change. The one answer I've gotten the most is, it's done. So according to Jp Finley, the Washington Redskins name has already been changed. It's already been changed. And when I made my first video on this topic a couple days ago, you can go watch it, I said it was a matter of time before it was done. Whether that's tomorrow, today, next week, next month. And it seems like they took care of business now. Although they haven't told the public and their fans, then they just gonna probably wait. But although they haven't told us about it, it's probably already done. The pressure got to Dan Snyder, and unfortunately for the people that love the Redskins name, he folded. He folded, man. Good old Dan folded. But let's just be honest for a second. I know you guys want to keep the name, or the name and the logo, but it's just like, guys, did you fall in love with the team, or did you fall in love with the logo? That's what I had to realize, because I know you guys remember my first video. I was hot. I was like, no, I don't want to change the name. But you got to realize, did you fall in love with the Redskins, the logo, and the team name, or did you fall in love with the team, the players? For the people that grew up in the 80s, 70s, 90s, whatever, or did you fall in love with the Darrell Greens, the Charles Manns, the Dexter Manleys, the Art Monks, the John Riggins? Did you fall in love with those guys, or did you fall in love with the Redskins fight song, the end of the logo and the name? Hey, let me know if you guys did. And for the people that was coming up when I came up, RG3, did you fall in love with RG3? And still the older crew. Did you guys fall in love with the RG3s, the Pierre Garçons, the Jordan Reeds, the Kirk Cousins, we could say Terry McLaurin now, or even Dwayne Haskins? Did you guys fall in love with those guys, or did you fall in love with the fight song and the Indian and the logo and the mascot, God rest his soul, Chief? But did you fall in love with the team? That's a serious question I want you guys to answer down below. That's what I had to realize. So it's okay if you have the second guess, and I help you change your mind about it, because I had to do the same. Like I said, I came on this jump hot about us having to change our name. But after realizing what will be at stake, it's just a name. I mean, it's just like if no offense, but it's like if a Caucasian person called an African American word a racial slur, or if they had a team after an African American called a racial slur. You know what I'm trying to say. I'm not gonna say it because we don't curse over here on this channel. But the Washington, you know the word. Don't act like you don't. You know the word. So if a Caucasian person, not even a Caucasian person, any other race besides black people had that team name, we would feel some type of way. Just how the Native Americans and the Indians are feeling a kind of way about the Redskins name, it would be the same situation. Because if you look inside the dictionary, the Redskins is used, the word Redskin is used as a racial slur. So, I had to take some time to realize that. But after realizing it, I'm just like, it's a name. After seeing baseball fans who love the Cleveland Indians and are fans of the Cleveland Indians who had their team name longer than I think the Redskins' existence, and they were okay with it, hey, it's just a name. And I know some people are not going to take that lightly and be like, hey, you don't know what you're talking about. It's not just a name. It's more than a name. Please explain how it's more than a name. If you were around for the 3 Super Bowl wins, then I could possibly see why it's you like, oh, is this more than a name? Because what they did for the team. Okay, I can understand that, but then some people around there would just like change the name too. Some people that were born around that time would just change the name too. So, hey, I can understand both sides, but at the same time, it's just like it's been 20 years, almost 30 years, if not 30 years of disappointment. You know, not making the playoffs on a consistent basis, not winning at all. More lost seasons than one season under Dan Snyder, obviously. So it's just like, why not go with a fresh start? Why not go with a fresh start? And I really hope that they didn't change that name to something corny, because I don't know the name. Trust me, if I knew the name, I would tell you guys. I don't care if I get any backlash from it or in trouble. If I did know the name and they weren't trying to tell nobody, trust me, you guys would be the first one to know. But I really don't know the name, and I hope whatever name it is, it's not something stupid and corny. But like I said in the Redskins group chat, knowing Dan Snyder, knowing Dan Snyder, I know it's gonna be something cringy and just corny. So I'm praying that it's not something cringy, something that everyone's been able to agree on, and most people been able to agree on, is the Washington Red. Let me see this right. Oh, the Washington Red Wolves, right? The Washington Red Wolves is something that most people were able to agree on. Even myself, I have Red Wolves is the one that's taking the cake for me. And then Redskins today, he has 100,000 followers on Instagram. I'm pretty sure you guys know who that is. He recently did a poll and was like, if you were in charge of changing the name, what would you change it to? And Red Tails won by like it was no chance. So Red Tails seems like the most easiest one, or Red Wolves, my bad. Red Wolves won by no shot. I think it was like 38%, 40%. At the time of when I were voting for Red Wolves, the Red Wolves were winning by 40% or something like that. So change it to Red Wolves. That's probably the most easiest transition in my opinion. And I really think the Red Wolves is the best situation here. Now, I have like some scenario that someone wrote down. Listen to this. This is pretty cool. 4th and goal. Games on the line in Week 17 for a playoff spot. Red Wolves defense on the field. 85,000 fans howling in the stands. God damn it, I want it all. HTTR. That's exactly what someone that I think is a Redskins insider said that or made that scenario. You can't tell me that's not cool. You can't tell me that's not cool. Just 85,000 people howling in FedEx. That's cool, man. That's really cool. Then you know how you have the Raiders before they move. I don't know if they're still gonna keep it when they go to Las Vegas, but I'm pretty sure they are. You know how Raiders have the black hole. We can have the Wolf Pack, and then you know how like the Panthers have the Panther eyes on their stadium. We can have the Red Wolves eyes on our stadium, and you know how like I'm not trying to steal their idea, but you know how every time the Panthers either score or get a first down, you hear the Panther like screech, or not screech, but make a Panther noise. That could be cool with the Red Wolves howling every time we get a first down. And then like you said, 85,000 people in the stands. I don't know if it's going to be that many, but you know what I'm trying to say here. If, you know, when that's just pretty cool, man. Honestly, it is. The Washington Red Wolves is probably the best name. And I really hope it's not something corny like the Red Tails. I thought the Red Tails, I don't know how I feel about that. Dwayne Haskins did say he liked the Red Tails, but then Jonathan Allen came out on stream. He was streaming Call of Duty or whatever game, and he said, someone asked him, you like the Red Tails? And he said, the Red Tails? Oh, F no. So, hey, some players are giving their feedback too, but I'm pretty sure no player really cares about what the team name is. They're just going out there to play for their team and their brother. So, as long as the faces don't change, they're still gonna go out there and fight for their brother. But anyways, like I was saying, back to the Red Wolves. I really hope it's that name. That's the one I'm pushing for. And just that would be so cool, the atmosphere. Imagine a night game. I know we don't have none this year, but I'm just talking about for the future. 2021, a night game. Oh, you don't want to come in a den. You don't want to come in a wolf pack. You don't want to go out. You don't want to go in there. You know, we're taking over. No other team is in sight. You know, and that's just cool, man. 85,000 wolf packs or 85,000 fans cheering on the Red Wolves, the Wolf Pack. Like, just a section of FedEx Field being called the Wolf Pack. That would be so cool, man, honestly. But knowing Dan Snyder, like I said, it's probably already done. Now, I have a quote from Ron Rivera. He says, if we get it done in time, he's talking about the name, of course. If we get it done in time for the season, it will be awesome. We came up with a couple names. Two of them I really like. We wait to do this in a positive way. It was hard to fathom that it was in any way of a racial thing. To be honest with you, now putting it in perspective, there could be a change. My eyes are wide open. There's been a change. My eyes are wide open. Ron Rivera in the process of changing the name, and his perspective has changed. So, you got it from JP, you got it from Ron Rivera. Basically, the name has already been changed. So, for all the Redskins fans, sorry about that, but I mean, hey. But honestly, Dan, if I want to be honest, Dan seems like a Warriors kind of guy. That's one that he's been really pushing for, but he seems like a Warriors kind of guy. Redskins Today poll right here has the Red Tails at 25%, the Red Wolves leading at 38%, the Red Hawks at 17%, and the Warriors at 20%. So the Red Wolves are winning with by no chance, and I really hope that's the name. So let's see if I can find any more quotes before we get out of here. I think we do have some by JP. It says, if the Redskins are going to change the name, then that will help get a new stadium. If they get the new stadium, they will get a ton of money and probably be in a Super Bowl, or probably a Super Bowl. Why would you sell now? I think he's talking about the co-owner. The co-owner, he recently just said that he's going to sell the team, or not sell the team, but he's going to drop back or whatever. Let me see if I can find that quote too. Okay, but we have someone else. I'm going to find that quote after. But we have something else here. It says, Martin Brian Ashton replying to Jp Finley's tweet. Losing the name Redskins means the brand's loyalty is gone. They are going to lose a ton of fans. The stadium is empty as it is now. That's why they fought to keep the name in a historical team, not some trash franchise like the Lions that needs a rebrand. So you got fans that are really voicing their opinion, and I'm not gonna be like they're wrong for it, because honestly they're not. I know there's a lot of fans out there that's gonna be want to keep the name, but honestly, it's done, guys, and there's nothing we could do about it. Unfortunately, if you don't want to be a fan anymore, then you were never a fan of the team. You were a fan more so of the name and the logo. So as always, been Boy One got it. Like, comment, subscribe, help to the Redskins, and turn on post notifications so you get notified when I upload a video about the NFL. In this case, our Washington Redskins. Name is already done according to Jp Finley and Ron Rivera. So let me know how y'all feel about that down below. As always, been Boy One got it. Like, comment, subscribe, help to the Redskins, or hell to Washington. That's gonna be some time to get used to, but you gotta bear with me. Hell to Washington. I'm out. Peace.